My beloved child, come closer for a moment. Not tomorrow, not later tonight, right now, because there is something your spirit has been trying to hear beneath all the noise, beneath the exhaustion, beneath the constant pretending that you are okay when, deep inside, you have been carrying battles no one else can see. You have been smiling in front of people while silently breaking behind closed doors. You have been trying to stay strong for everyone else while your own heart has been growing tired, heavier, quieter. And there were nights when you lay awake staring into darkness, wondering why everything suddenly felt so distant, wondering why your soul feels restless even when the room is silent, wondering why certain doors closed, why certain people disappeared, why the things you prayed for seem delayed again and again. Listen carefully to me now, because this is not coincidence. I'm trying to warn you today, not to scare you, not to condemn you, but to protect you, because I see what you cannot yet see. I see the traps hidden behind certain opportunities. I see the pain hiding behind certain smiles. I see the spiritual battle surrounding your mind when fear whispers to you at night. I see how the enemy has been trying to exhaust you slowly, not through one great storm, but through constant pressure, little disappointments, silent heartbreaks, delays, confusion, emotional heaviness, isolation. And you started believing that maybe you were abandoned. But no, my child, I never left you. Not once. I was with you during the nights you cried quietly into your pillow so nobody would hear you. I was there when your chest felt heavy with anxiety and you did not even know how to explain what you were feeling. I saw every tear you wiped away before anyone noticed. I heard every prayer you whispered when your faith felt weak and your voice trembled. You thought nobody understood the pressure you carry. But I understand. I understand the exhaustion of constantly fighting battles in your mind. I understand what it feels like to keep loving people who do not love you the same way in return. I understand the disappointment of hoping things would change, only to watch another day pass in silence. And that is why I am speaking to you now, because your spirit has been under attack. The enemy has been trying to convince you that your future is empty, that your purpose is fading, that your life will never change. He has been planting fear in your thoughts and discouragement in your heart. He has been trying to make you settle for less than the destiny I prepared for you long ago. But listen to me carefully. You were never created to live defeated. You were not born to drown in fear. You were not created to stay broken forever. You were not abandoned in this season. There is a reason the battle became intense recently. There is a reason your spirit feels restless. There is a reason things suddenly shifted around you. Because heaven is preparing to move in your life. And before breakthrough arrives, confusion often increases. Before healing begins, hidden wounds are revealed. Before restoration comes, everything that cannot go with you starts falling apart. That relationship that ended. I saw what you could not see. Those people who walked away. I removed what was secretly draining your spirit. Those delays that frustrated you. I protected you from doors that would have destroyed your peace. Later, you kept asking why things collapsed. But my child, some things had to break so you could finally become who you were meant to be. You have spent so much time blaming yourself, questioning yourself, doubting your worth. But hear my voice clearly tonight. You are still chosen. Even after the mistakes, even after the fear, even after the moments you almost gave up. I still call you mine, and I need you to slow down long enough to feel my presence again. Because your soul has become tired from carrying burdens you were never meant to carry alone. You keep trying to control everything, trying to fix everyone, trying to force answers to come faster. But your spirit was not designed to live under constant pressure. You have no idea how close you were to the breakthrough you prayed for. That is why the pressure increased. The enemy attacks hardest when he senses transformation coming. He wants you discouraged before the miracle arrives. He wants you exhausted before the breakthrough opens. He wants you distracted before your season changes. But he cannot stop what I already ordained. What I spoke over your life before you were born will still come to pass. Even now, while you feel uncertain, I am arranging things behind the scenes. I am aligning people, opening unseen doors, healing hidden wounds, restoring broken pieces inside you that you thought would never recover. You are not falling apart. You are being rebuilt. The old version of you is fading. The fearful version, the exhausted version, into your next season, the version that kept settling for survival instead of peace. I'm calling you higher now. You must release what keeps pulling your spirit backward. Release the bitterness. Release the regret. Release the guilt over things you cannot change anymore. You have carried pain for too long, and I know part of you became afraid to hope again because disappointment hurt so deeply before. But hear me now, your story is not ending in sorrow. Your life is not cursed. Your future is not forgotten. I'm still writing your story, and the chapters ahead carry healing you cannot yet imagine. There will come a morning soon when the heaviness finally lifts, and you realize the season of constant survival is ending. There will come a moment when peace enters your heart so deeply that you no longer recognize the anxious person you used to be. There will come a breakthrough so unexpected that you will understand why I made you wait. One day, you will thank me for the doors I closed. One day, you will understand the delays. One day, the tears will make sense. But for now, trust me in the silence. Trust me when you cannot see the full picture. Trust me when your emotions feel unstable. Trust me when your prayers seem unanswered. I am closer than you think. My child, I need you to protect your spirit in this season. Be careful what you allow into your mind. Be careful what voices you listen to constantly. Not every voice speaking loudly carries truth. Some voices only increase confusion, fear, and emotional exhaustion. Come back to stillness. Come back to prayer. Come back to my presence. Because the world has been pulling your attention in too many directions. And your soul is starving for peace. Sit with me again. Talk with me again. Cry if you need to. I'm not disturbed by your tears. In fact, some of your holiest moments were the nights you broke down in my presence because, at least then, your heart was finally honest. You do not need perfect words to reach me. You only need an open heart. And tonight, as you hear these words, something inside you is awakening again. Hope is returning slowly. Faith is breathing again inside your chest. The numbness is beginning to crack. That is not accidental. That is my spirit touching your soul. You asked me for a sign. This is your sign. You asked if I still hear your prayers. I do. You asked if your life still has purpose. It does. You asked if breakthrough is truly coming. Yes, my beloved. It is closer than you realize. Do not give up now. Not when healing is beginning. Not when restoration is near. Not when the darkness is already starting to break apart around you. The enemy wanted your story to end in despair. But I am leading you into transformation. You will laugh again. You will breathe freely again. You will feel joy again without fear of losing it. And the pain that almost destroyed you will eventually become proof of how deeply I carried you through the fire. So tonight, release everything into my hands. The fear, the anxiety, the heartbreak, the unanswered questions, the silent disappointments, the exhaustion you have hidden from everyone else. Give it all to me. You were never meant to carry this life alone. Let my peace cover you now, like gentle rain falling over dry ground. Let my love reach the hidden places inside you that still ache from old wounds. Let my presence remind you that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, not invisible. You are deeply loved, completely seen, carefully protected. And even now, while you sit in uncertainty, heaven is moving on your behalf. So breathe again, my child. Slowly. The storm will not last forever. The tears will not last forever. The waiting season will not last forever. Morning is coming. And when it arrives, you will realize that even in your darkest nights, I was holding you the entire time.